Hopefully I'm streaming now. If not, then I'm gonna have to fix that. But hey there, people. It's me, Morphsuit America, and I am going to do the 5-5 chapter for Dragon Blaze that concludes chapter 5. If you guys want to know when I stream my phone app games, just follow me on Twitter. I'll leave it in the description below. But yeah, we're gonna go through the storyline, boys, and I know I'm not gonna be able to understand most of it. However, I will be using context clues, and from what I've gathered when it comes to the Dragon Blaze Wikipedia, it talks about Asgard. And Asgard in mythology is the Norse haven for most of the Norse gods, or something of that sort. So, or I might be confusing that with Valhalla. So, but Asgard is a reference to a mythological place, or like some sort of haven. I don't remember where, but yeah. And hey there, Crown Mitch. Hey there, Dubstepper. And hey there, Jonathan. Let me pull up the chat and stuff. Because I'm actually multitasking right now. I'm actually watching Super Stream. And then I'm also doing my stream. Yeah, this is going to be a Korean story stream. And I will be showcasing my face. And hey there, Kevin, as well. And hey there, Bao. So, yeah, I'm interested in what's going to kick in for the Korean Dragon Blaze. And Kevin, to answer your comment that I didn't really post a response to, it's your call if you want to translate it for me. I'm a smart guy. I can try to figure out some stuff just by watching the cutscenes. And then Crown Mitch says, okay, I'm leaving. Wait, what? Oh, is it because you don't want to see the spoilers? Then that's understandable, Crown Mitch. Jonathan says, I'm also multitasking, watching your stream and playing piano. Really? That's impressive, Jonathan. Anyways, let me get rid of the little tab over there. So, just giving you guys a heads up, apparently the new feature for the auto reserve button, you can click on this icon for guild adventure, and then all you need to do is click on the little box on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and then it's gonna leave like the fact that you're reserved and stuff. And it's gonna say 1900, which is early in the morning over here. And then Crown Mitch says, I want to stick to global and not be spoiled or confused. Okay, that's fine, Crown Mitch. That's understandable. So thanks for at least dropping by and saying hi and such. And then Kevin says, I'll translate just the main part. I did not watch your video if it contains the story, because once again, first time reaction, if you guys want to see it full, like, if no edits and whatnot, then I'm not going to spoil myself. I was tempted to, but yeah, no. Oh, I'm going to fix that later. I actually have a bunch of new transcended... No, excuse me, I have a bunch of overlords, it's just that I didn't fix it. Jonathan says, I'm still learning to play piano, just an amateur or something along those lines. It takes a long while to get used to it, Jonathan, because my brother plays the piano, and yeah, it takes a lot of work. You need to memorize your keys, you need to know where it is and positioning, and, you know, a lot of finger movements and hand movements. So props to you. Anyways, I'll wait a few more minutes before I actually go into the story, because once I start this, I'm not gonna end till I hit the end. So, and then Kevin says, I finally made 5 ultimate overlords. Well, congrats to you, Kevin. I only have, well, I'm about to get 3. And then I actually have 3 maxed out overlords. Other than that, I don't know who else I will get. The only other ally that I may get as an overlord would be Jane, because I have most of the Istal's fleet now. If you look at my ally storage over here, because I have Tanya, I have Ivory, I have Jerusalem, or Zerio, I think was his name. I have Jane, and I have Captain Esser. Yeah, I need this guy. I need him so I can just get the entire Estel's fleet, because he's the only one I do not have from this faction. So, apparently, I have a lot of love towards Eren and apparently the Estel's fleet. And once again, if you guys haven't seen my previous stream, I kind of went over Ivory's skill set and stuff, and Bonnet. It's just that the Estel's fleet, they're interesting just because of their animations, and it's a shame that they don't expand on this. It's like, why don't you explain what these characters did and what the faction did? I understand they did leak out some lore on the Wikipedia, and then also through those sneak peeks that we got when they were introducing these characters. However, it's not that much. We still don't know what the hell they went through. Captain Esser is a badass because she only has one dang arm and she's fighting with one arm. Ivory, for example, his weapon is very interesting since it has like multiple usage. It has an anchor, it has a chain, it's like a grappling hook, it has a sword, it can power itself up. And then the fact that Anne Bonnet has a mimic as well. And not a normal mimic, mind you. This one can move and stuff. How did she acquire such a thing? Did she feed it something? Did she kiss it or something? Usually a mimic isn't going to follow anyone because it's a monster. So, yeah, I'm going to rant about that stuff in my review. But let me go back to chat. But yeah, the thing is, I made most of the other characters because I wanted the retention system. Captain Clay? Yeah, Captain Clay Esser. Her last name is supposed to be Esser. Unless it's not Esser, and I don't know. Captain Clay, Captain Esser, Captain Clay Esser. Either way works. Alright, so I think a good amount of people are here. Oh, hey there, Quantum. Quantum says, "Sup, Morph? Wyvern hatched yet?" I mean, it's already hatched. It's about to become a full-grown wyvern. And I might stream that on the weekends. It's just that it's been eating up my sleep time, so... yeah... Let me just say that raising up these dragons has been a pain in the butt. And not only that, I also have a Giga now. Alright, so enough of my chit chat. Let's actually get right into this. And apparently, when you start the new section of chapter 5.5, you do see Turk and she's alive and kicking. From the last section, or the last storyline of where we left off, you know what happens to Turk. She got shot by Celine, and yes, now I'm doing spoilers, so if you are in Global, huge spoilers! You don't want to see this stream if you don't want spoilers. If you want to, you know, go through this blindly, you want to react to it in your own unique way, then do not watch this stream, or like leave right now. Because this is going to reveal chapter 5.5, even though you can't read it, you could, you know, see it and then you can't get rid of it, and yeah, it's gonna ruin the experience. So, warning! This is a bunch of spoilers to anyone watching Global. If you don't mind or don't care, then that's on you. But if you care about, like, you know, seeing the final act of chapter 5, then you want to leave. You want to leave. Alright, I'll give a few more seconds before I actually start. So, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's get started. Ah, god dang it. Okay, it's one of these things, so I can't really showcase the storyline because you have to go through some of these stages first before you get to that specific cutscene. Now, I'm very curious about Tanya, and I will be calling her Tanya because the fact that she has, like, dark names for her movesets, it's reminiscent of that evil lolly. And depending on how you want to pronounce her name and stuff, Lolona, you can say whatever. For me, I'm just gonna stick with Tanya because it's easy for me to say it. And then the same goes with Kahan or Anakin Skywalker, or most likely I'm gonna stick with Skywalker because, Jesus. And he reminds me of Star Wars. And then Boss says, please, new to Korean version, what is the chat channel number to English chat? It is 16:11. However, I don't know if they're going to be talking as much. You may want to talk on Discord compared to the actual in-game chat. Quantum says, is it that hard to say? The last Noah isn't that hard to pronounce. But from what I looked at, the translation was like Lolo Noah, or Rolo Noah, or something. The first word, Francis, I'm saying the male version of that spelling. I don't know how to pronounce the female version of it, so yeah. I'm gonna save, I mean, you already saw my little snippet of what I thought when it comes to the new overlords. Christopher Ivory, I'm just amazed at his weapon compared to his actual character design. Although I gotta admit that his character design is pretty chill, and if I was a girl, I would find that a bit hot. But I'm not, so yeah. When it comes to Anne Bonnet, though, oh, Anne Bonnet. The fact that she has like a very thirsty expression is just... I mean, do I really want to pause so you can do that? Maybe. You know what? Yeah, I'll pause and give you guys my commentary, and then Kevin can inform everyone in chat what's going on. Yeah, see, Quantum, see? I don't want to pronounce like her long ass name. Tanya's simpler because, like, she's evil, she has an eye patch, she's defying the norm. She's Tanya. She's Tanya reincarnated into this game. And then Eugene says, is it bad that I completed the story right after it came out? No, it's completely fine, because some people may want to complete the story and just see what's going to happen. Sometimes, like, for me, for example, I didn't complete it because I wanted to showcase it for you guys and show you guys my reaction for it. And hey there, Eugene. No, wait. Am I saying Eugene? No, it's not Eugene. I'm just gonna stick with Kun. But yeah, hey there. I can't read. I'm sleeping. Is it me or is the shoe cost like really low now? Because it only took me 4 shoes to get through 4 stages. Is it only like 1 shoe per area now, or like stage? They really did reduce it, and that means Challenges Dungeon just got a little bit of an increase, but they also reduced that recently as well, or like in the past. And then Elver says, you know when... Oh, you're asking about the next patch that's gonna kick in for Global. That will kick in... That should be the next huge update. I don't know when that will kick in, though. It might be at the end of February or the beginning of March. So, if you're playing on Global, you're waiting for the next huge segment of Dragon Blaze, or like or Section 5.2, then... Yeah, it's somewhere around the end of February or the beginning of March. And I think at the same time they will be releasing Chronos and Leah. I'm not certain about it because it's been a while since I actually remembered it. But anyways, we're about to go to the first major cutscene. Well, it's not major cutscene, but we're going into the cutscenes now, guys. So, once again, if you're from Global, you don't want any spoilers or you don't want to be confused, leave the stream now. Because once you see some of these cutscenes, you won't be able to turn back, because most likely you'll be a bit curious about what you just saw and then continue watching it. Then you realize you just spoiled yourself and you saw the ending. I'll give you guys like 5 seconds before I actually click on it. I heard about that game. Quantum. I can't even pronounce that for the life of me, but I tried to get into the beta of it. It didn't work out well because apparently it was region lock at that time. I don't know. I know about the game though, and I think, yeah, the Anime Man actually talked about the game a bit. I might give it a shot. But anyways, the time limit's up. We're going into the storyline. Hopefully I didn't click on that skip button. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, let me find a place where I can shove my dang face up here. Oh great! That's gosh darn it. Like, stop the intruders, kill this person, invader, something. See, I droids. This is reminding me of Star Wars. But these droids aren't even buff. Like, what was it? Battle droids? No. Yeah, I saw that. There was a little bit of a lag. Well, in-game, I think I was fine, but... Hold on. It's because of this camera, most likely, because... Yeah, it's not clicking with me in the camera, so... I'm still gonna push forward. If I'm still talking and stuff and my actual camera image doesn't move, then just know that it's just being dumb. Alright, so apparently we had a small little conversation with the droid saying that we should not invade or something, and then not giving us the details of something. I don't know. It's just that these are just peons. We're just gonna smash right through them. I mean, look at them. They're so puny, too. Unless the materials that they use is quite sturdy. Yeah, see? I was right. If they're just, like, spamming out exterminate, there was no point in me trying to figure that out. It was kind of obvious. Except, there is a voice talking to us. Oh my god! These two. These two. Of course they're gonna stop us, because they're like working with the Senate. But damn, that Demon Lord looks really epic. I really need to draw like an epic picture of him. I bet it's gonna introduce someone in one of the Overlord characters. Yep, I was right. Some of these tropes. Unless it's like an enemy sneaking up from behind, which is... Called it! Called it! Damn, she's a badass though. Look at her, she's just coming in, pulling out her rapier with one hand. Ooh, I doubt that these two can handle Esser. Krios, stop talking. You're a demon lord. Just go ham. You're supposed to be demonic. Unless Esser will actually stall them and let us slide past them, which might happen. I bet Esser is just giving us a rundown on what's going on when it comes to who's the leader of the Titans and what we need to do. But then she asked a question, which we gave a response to. I don't know if that was a yes or no, though. Because Captain Esser just came out of nowhere. I don't know if she knows the entire situation, but... You know, as a leader, she can try to dumb it down, or like she can narrow it down and figure it out herself, and then, you know, be smart about it. Oh, I was right. Look at that. Man. Quantum says just oh wait, no, I already read that. Quantum says she can handle herself with one arm and those stupid high heels. That's more impressive. Look, I was right. She just kicked their butts. She's like a... When you see someone with a rapier, you know that they know how to duel. And they know how to do... Oh my god, she just mercilessly killed Krios. Damn. I really wanted to know... What she's gonna do with Perseus? Perseus is kind of alive, is he? Yeah, Perseus is alive still, because he's still breathing. But... Damn it! Like, Krios has an interesting concept, but... we didn't know him as much. It's like... yeah, he works under the Senate, but still, I wish they expanded on him. They're just killing characters left and right. And apparently, I got my 100 essences, so I'll pause here so I can let Kevin explain what happened if he's actually typing that up right now. Oh, goddamn. Okay, apparently the game doesn't want to pause though, so here comes Leah with Turk. Turk is still alive even though she got shot. And then there's Esther and Avery. Christopher Avery. Okay, yeah, I figured, because, you know, these Overlord characters are coming from some other regions, and they're like, who the heck are these people? I mean, there's something that I read that really caught my interest when it comes to Esther and her group. I don't know about the other Overlords, but from what I gathered, Esther and her group did a lot of things to kind of be the good pirates, quote unquote good. I also need to change this title because I do not like whatever I have on the thing right now, so Korean Dragon Blaze. There we go. Korean Dragon Blaze finishing up Chapter 5 reaction. I mean, his... well, like I said, it's your call if you want to translate. I'm not going to push it for you, but... yeah, I'll wait till the actual translation comes out over in Global to understand what some of these conversations are about, but there are some key snippets here and there in some conversations that can highlight certain things, highlight a character's personality or something of that sort. But once again, I'm not going to push you to translate every single detail. And then Oliver says, please, at Morphsuit America, first off, Lord, what do you think is the best to make, warrior or mage? It depends on your team comp, Elver, because if you have a bunch of physical allies, you may want to go towards the physical side, get maybe Aaron, Ben, maybe Chen as a healer for the supports and stuff, but it's up in the air. It depends on what you like doing the most, because you also need to consider PvP and PvE content. Yeah, pretty much what Quantum is kind of asking right now. And then Kevin says, Legend of Titan, the person who took Odin's body. The fact that they're using Odin as the leader of the Titans is a bit iconic. And the fact that he's leading Titans is a bit puzzling as well. Because I view the Titans as Valhalla warriors or something of that sort. And when I think about Titans most of the time, I tend to go towards Greek mythology. So once again, Dragon Blaze is using a lot of references or a lot of mythological names from Greek and Norse mythology. So I got a feeling that Loki may appear, but I might be wrong about that unless he will show up in Chapter 6. Because it seems like the gods are here in this game. However, I don't know if I can call them gods. I can maybe something of higher caliber, but we'll see. We'll see. Legend of Tyr. Oh. So Kevin says, oh shit, now big thing comes up. They trying to find Dragon Emperor Kroon. Kroon? Dragon Emperor Kroon. I'm guessing that's the character from Dragon Blaze itself, because that name does not click with me when it comes to any sort of mythology. And I'm guessing Kroon may be... Okay, so I was right. It may not be Loki, or maybe Loki is kind of helping out these emperors, but apparently the emperors have a higher power compared to a god. Which then... which may lead to what I think Dragon Blaze is doing. Or like, I feel like Dragon Blaze is going down a road that I'm going to kind of reveal at the end of this playthrough. Yeah, I already stated that, Kevin. Like, Loki may help these celestial beings or these dragon emperors, but if they state the name Dragon Emperor Kroon, he might be the one that's, you know, influencing Odin right now. But apparently, because of the fact that this emperor has more power over a god whose name is Odin, and if you know your Norse mythology, he is a god of high power, and he's like the father of all the Norse gods. Emperor Kroon is like a being that is above a god. So this is kind of interesting, and I got a feeling that we might be waging war with these gods, or excuse me, I can't call them gods because they're kind of above gods. So these celestial beings. And then Ahmad says it's like Megazord, like Mega Buster. I don't know where you got that from. I don't know about that Mega Buster part, but anyways, Kevin said, they said one Dragon Emperor can distrust the universe. Okay, so main. Okay, yeah, like I stated, Kevin, these Dragon Emperors are celestial beings that are above a god. So that means they might have some other plans for the entire world. And apparently, my god, these Titan Corp, they're nice, but the fact that they're just peons is a bit of a shame. Quantum says it would be nice that Chapter 6 would release these Dragon Emperors. That might be the case, or we might be getting gods. We'll see. We'll see. Because I don't know if we're still gonna continue making Overlords, or they might do something with those Overlord characters that may be a new, you know, new batch of something new. Like, you know how we had Awakened characters and then they introduced Transcended Allies? We may have something that's above an Overlord, but that's a bit too soon. So I feel like they're going to continue on with the Overlords, and then they're going to release something really, really brand new and a bit OP than Overlords. But that's still a good few months away. These droids are so scrawny. Why couldn't they put more muscle onto them, or just like a bigger part? And it's like one of those battle droids from Star Wars. Hold on. Goddamn stream. Goddamn stream, it went stupid on me. Once again, Wi-Fi may act up here and there, so I apologize about that. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, these droids, they don't look fearsome at all. It's like, they're really scrawny. Yeah, Jonathan. When the stream doesn't go the way you want it to go. Can't control that Wi-Fi. And then also that net neutrality BS. But anyways, I'll give it a few more seconds before I actually start the... Actually, no. No. Let's just jump right into it. Alright, so... I'm guessing the little cutscene will come at the end when we hit 4-4. Am I covering something? Nope. Nothing important other than the back button, the pigs, and the reservation for Guild Adventure. Wait a second. Oh, okay. That's not my main enchanted character. I was like, I did not buy the winter outfit for my character. Over in the global version I did, but not for the Korean. Hey, look! Now Ban is meeting up with these two, and it's Anne Bonet! She's one thirsty girl, I mean, look at that expression. Mod says yes, they must make another class, what can I do? I still can't ultimate, transcended, ally, and global, forgive my English. That's fine, Mod, I'll try to decipher it as best I can. Let me think. I'm guessing these... two are kind of catching up, but I don't know. They're on opposite ends. They might actually have a little brawl. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, okay. So Ban must have been like, "Who are you guys?" And then now Esther comes in. As the leader, she explains what they're doing here. I love how her intro is just her walking in there, pulls out her rapier, and be like, don't mess with me. Oh my god. Clay, I mean, this woman, I'm loving her because she's like, I don't know, it's just that her design and the fact that she has some definition in his stride and in her, I really wish they expand on her damn character. Okay, yeah, so it seems like these two are exchanging information from the looks of it. Ben is telling him what's going on, and then something about Odin, I bet, and then also that he's not himself. And then Esther's kind of informing him on who they are and why they're here and all that sort. I want to see Tanya. Where's my Tanya? I see like these three, but I want to see Tanya. So, oh god. Kevin says, okay, so Jane and Bonet trying to fight, but Captain Clay stopped them. Ban and Clay met before, and Ban said she was a good person, but now he said she becomes evil after she joined the pirate. Clay is like, whatever. I mean, it seems like these small little interactions are giving some insights to their personalities. And it seems like Ban just doesn't like pirates because, you know, the definition of a pirate is stealing and looting and stuff. However, when it comes to the Estel's fleet lore or history, these pirates are the good pirates because they took down the bad pirates that roam around the universe. but they are still pirates. They still loot, they still get a bunch of treasure, they are greedy. Pirates are pirates. But then again, it's gonna raise up a few questions on, like, Ban and Captain Clay Esser met? How? When? What did they do? Or did they actually have a brawl and fight each other, and that's how Clay Esser lost her arm? Question mark? I don't know. Everything's up in the air because the amount of lore is not even there. Or like all these extra modes that they could put into Dragon Blaze just to expand on these characters and make us love them, it's not even there. And then Kevin says, and Ban is just like, why are you here, Clay? She says she just want to find the Legend of Titan. So, okay. From what I'm getting at, just because of that response, Clay Esser wants treasure, obviously. That's the end goal of her group, and that's the end goal of the purpose of the Istos fleet. They always want treasure. However, they might be trying to help out as well, because this treasure may be very dangerous in the wrong hands. Band, on the other hand, and maybe the Wings of Hydens are trying to resolve this little issue that the Titans are having. Or maybe they know what the treasure is and they just want to, you know, make sure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, and this may collide with the Istos fleet. Personally, to me, they should just, like, shut up and just work together, because having more bodies and more people to fight against our main common enemy is better than fighting against each other and then also fighting against our main enemy. That's like, Chapter 4, sort of, when we had two different little Titan faction groups, and Ragnarok was still behind the scenes doing his thing. And then Kevin says, Clay said we have to find Kroon before he takes Leah's body, and also trying to find truth of Astriel. I don't think Clay isn't the type of a woman that loses... Oh wait, excuse me. Quantum says, I don't think Clay is the type of a woman that loses an arm in a fight to a man and leaves him alive. True, it also hints that in her history. I don't know. Once again, I can't read the actual skill description, so I'm gonna have to wait till it's translated. But once again, I feel like they should expand on this. Like, I will rant about this in my review video. So I'm guessing that Leah and Turk are just kind of reassessing on what we told them, and now they're asking a bunch of questions to us or giving us statements on how we should progress forward. And most likely we are going to continue into the capital and bump into the true villain. Which I'm surprised about, because we thought the true villain was Ragnarok, but no. But to be perfectly honest with you guys, we actually came into this conflict because we were friends with Helios and Kronos and all the Titans we know from Chapter 4. So this could have been prevented. However, out of curiosity, we decided to re-establish the Archangel, and now here we are in Chapter 5. But to be honest, this kind of adds a new flair or a spin on things when it comes to Dragon Blaze, which I'm interested in. I think Kevin says that now the old evil guy took Odin's eye, and they're going to find him to take it back. I forgot the name of the evil guy. Wait. Who is going to be fighting this evil guy? Is it the other two Overlord groups, or is it the Istos fleet? Because it seems like the Overlords are... Excuse me. It feels like the Overlords already know what's going on, and we're just stumbling into this because we just happen to be there. It's like, you were there at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's like you being a witness to a robbery when you shouldn't have witnessed a robbery taking place. You just happen to be at that spot where that particular scene is kicking in. That's kind of our position right now in the chapter. We came to see Helios, but we ended up getting into their conflict because we're friends with them. Now, the Overlord characters are trying to resolve this little conflict that we just happen to tag along with, because we're there. Another thing is we're kind of powerful too because we're transcended, and we are kind of like overlords, but we're not technically overlords yet. And then Kevin says, remember the old guy who told Celine to kill... You mean the head Senate. That old guy. Because that's... I don't see him as any sort of... Unless he's like a big buff dude underneath those robes and he takes a bunch of steroids, then I'll see him as a threat. But he just reminds me of a usual political head. It reminds me of the Senate. It reminds me of a politician. It's like, of course he's gonna be a bitch. Now, if he's like, if it's like Star Wars, where it's like we thought Senate Palpatine was good, but then he's actually the Sith Emperor. If it's something like that, then I'll be goddamn surprised at his transformation. But other than that, I don't see that old guy as a threat because he sent his peons after us, or he sent Krios and Perseus after us. Quantum says, honestly, Dragon Blaze is one of a kind game. There's no other game with this kind of story behind the damn game. I agree with you, Quantum, but once again, I really want to give you... I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of my rant and my sort of criticism when it comes to this game, if you are watching this stream. And know that I will be repeating this information in that review video. So, once again, this is kind of a little spoiler for you guys, but a first time, you know, first time sneak peek. And, like, depending on how Chapter 5.5 is concluded as well, I will voice out my actual thoughts of what I had and what the game shows. And if you don't know what I'm getting at, here's the thing. I feel like Dragon Blaze is going down a route where we're going to be fighting against the creators of Dragon Blaze, the actual high divine beings and such. I don't know if that's going to be true, though, because we're still playing. And, hey, look, it's that old guy we were just talking about. Hey there, you old geezer. You know you sent Celine to kill us and stuff, and we kind of killed her, and I had feels for her and stuff, and I drew her and stuff. Yeah, I hate you for that. You know that, right? Right? I'm going to kick your little fucking ass. Oh, great. That's like the Holy Guard. See? He's wait, he's actually fighting. Oh, no. Bull. He didn't even... Wait, did he do something? No, he didn't even move. No, Leah, don't do it. The old man is trying to take your body. He's gonna molest you. I brewed myself before I went into this dang thing. This old man is cheating. He is giving his damn minions steroids. Okay, what about the Draco Angels and Bodens? Okay, he's revealing the truth to what? The universe? The actual process of what is going on? That he actually made us or something? Okay, now he's pointing fingers. You don't point fingers at me. I point fingers at you for cheating. No, 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 no. I bet he's like screaming out accusations and saying how we're degenerates and how we're not worthy to be under his rule and stuff. And I like how like in the background you see the lightning and the storm coming around. This old man, this is what he's doing most of the time. Shouldn't be doing this because you do this, you reveal too much. You reveal too much, that means I'm gonna be one, I'm gonna use this information against you, and two, I'm not gonna be dead, or like hopefully I'm not gonna die, but giving me too much information and not actually killing me right on the spot is just like asking for trouble, especially if I can relay that information back to my allies. And guess what's gonna happen? We get to kick your ass. Ah, okay. So from what Kevin says, okay, so we were being used. We were being used. But the next question is this. Why were the Titans created? What was the war about? Because if the war was to stop Ragnarok... Wait. Oh god, now I have a bunch of questions and I just need to get my facts straight before I actually say anything. Which I can't remember the previous stuff. Because it seems like Ragnarok isn't the big guy anymore. I figured that out the moment we got into Chapter 5. And once it showed some evil mastermind controlling Odin. But the question is this. Once the war is over, why did they let us live? They shouldn't have done that because that's a huge mistake when it comes to leaving your creations alive or using puppets. They will rebel and they will get their vengeance. Or their rightful vengeance, mind you. And what's the point of the Titans then? Did they create us just so we're their pawns? They're lazy to do it themselves? Or did they have some sort of inner conflict that they didn't want to divert their attention from? For example, the Overlords, from what I'm getting at, already knew about this situation. So, they created us just so we can handle Ragnarok and all the other mess, while they focus on these other planets and all these other characters. Yeah, pretty much, Quantum. The thing is, we travel to their planet. But from what the previous chapter kind of informed us about, especially with the Taryang warriors, they said they came from a different planet. That explains why there's a bunch of other Arc-busters, Arc-busters here and there, because there's an Arc-buster for the Taryangs, there's an Arc-buster for the Wings, and most likely there is an Arc-buster for the Istal's fleet. I mean... Okay, so, who created us? Was it this old geezer, or was it the Emperor that may be controlling the entire Titan Senate right now? Wait. Okay, if the Dark Soul Keys are... Wait. If the Dark Soul Keys are Titans, why did they rebel against the Titans? Unless I'm getting the story wrong. Oh god, I really need to reread or rewatch all the previous cutscenes. But guess what? Dragon Blade doesn't have that feature. And now, we're getting help from Ben and Kahan. So, Odin created us. But he's a Titan. Yet, the Dark Souls are also Titans. Yet, they left the original Titans and waged war against them. And then we were kind of created to help that out. But I'm confused with this. This is why I feel like they should actually evaluate the damn storyline, because... Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. So what was the point of us fighting against Ragnarok? And what's the point of Odin creating us when we're just pawns? You know what? I'll save my commentary for later. I'll gather my thoughts while I watch these cutscenes. Don't turn to the dark side, Anakin. Don't do it. No, I don't think he's gonna do it, is he? No, I'm hoping he's gonna explain something, but I pray to God he didn't just betray us. I mean, I don't mind, over, it's whatever. I'm just doing this because I want to have this recorded. And also, if you guys want to see my reaction to it, then, you know, you're seeing it right now, but I'll be quiet because I'm still gathering my thoughts. Oh no, don't tell me he's doing it. Oh no. Why? This is... No. Don't tell me you're doing it. Oh god, he's facing the direction, like he's ready to attack us. Like, oh god. Please don't tell me you're gonna do it. Oh my god. Don't tell me. So, but he's going at it the wrong way. This is what I was talking about earlier. The fact that all of these Overlord factions are like, they have different goals in mind and they're bashing heads with each other because they think their way is right. Ah, jeez. Oh my god, this... I mean, that is a solution to the issue at hand, but still, it's like... Guys? You know the power of friendship and comradeship? You know, like, banding together to beat the fuck out of this one guy is actually possible. Unless this guy is stupidly OP. But guess what? We're the main character, and we can actually help out, and maybe we can become stronger too and kick his ass. It's... Oh. I'll say my opinions, like, after the end of this cutscene. Like, holy shit. The old guy's just, like, standing there like, hey, yes. Everything is going according to plan. Oh, look! That all this doing got her princess in damsel in distress. Oh, Jesus. Oh, We go back to Turk, and Turk's like, "Where's Leah?" And then we'll be like, "She got kidnapped." Why didn't you stop it? Because we were doing a bunch of this. I'm crunching my fizz right now. Yeah, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Alright, so gathering my thoughts. I understand chapter 1 is where Death Crown and Graham had the little war, and it was because of Mercedes' death and all that sort, so it wasn't that complicated. Chapter 2 kind of led to the conflict between the Septon Archangelas and the Dracos, and kind of trying to figure out who's going to get the crown and stuff, but then Bliss Foxy comes out of nowhere and takes that crown and then revives Death Crown, so he can actually proceed forward and getting the Dragon Buster keys and such. And then we end up meeting Ragnarok, and yeah, I understand the basic gist of these chapters. Chapter 4 is where we actually bump into the Titans, and now here we are in chapter 5. I'm confused about the war, though. What war are we speaking about? Because there's so many wars that a bunch of characters have been through. But the one in particular that I'm very confused about is the one that the old man revealed. Which war are we talking about with that one? We were created to wage war. Okay, I get that. But understand this. When it comes to human nature, or just like any sort of nature with intelligence, we will end up having some sort of conflict regardless. Like, if you want more power, you want more money, you want something, then of course we're gonna wage war. We're gonna have a clash of interests, and you know, all this talking won't do shit. So that's why we end up with a bunch of wars here and there. That wasn't revealed as much in chapter 1, unless they just stated that in the in that particular cutscene. Because in chapter 1, they never stated those two names. They only state Death Crown and Graham. Like, if you go and watch those cutscenes, it doesn't say those two names unless they decide to edit it and put it in there. But no, they never expanded on that. Or maybe they hinted it throughout chapter 5, but you know, I can't read the text for the chapter 5 story. But what was the point of that? Like, the fact that Graham and Death Crown were fighting against each other doesn't mean anything to me, because it's like that was just a clash between two guys because of a previous comment. And then Farm God says, "Hey Morph, what are we talking about?" If you haven't looked at the title of this stream, we're talking about the conclusion to Chapter 5 on the Korean Dragon Blaze. If you are playing on Global, most likely this will be a bunch of spoilers, and I highly advise you guys, if you don't want such spoilers, to not watch this stream or like continue watching. Even though I appreciate the support and stuff, I don't want you guys to ruin the experience for yourself. Okay, so if this old geezer decided to give out everything, tell us everything about the history and whatnot, then explain to me why only Death Crown remembers this. Because apparently he's the only one that knew about these Dragon Buster keys before everyone else. I feel like he would also know this little history, and he's just holding it against us and not actually revealing every single thing. Because apparently when Falcon unlocked his memory... No, maybe the Bodas knew about it too. If the Bodas knew about the keys... There's a lot of questions, see? When it comes to the lore of Dragon Blaze, it gives us the basic. It gives us like the straight line, but it's not giving us the other branches that tells us a bit more in-depth information. It doesn't explain how Falcon knew about these Dragon Buster keys, because he helped Death Crown revive his memories. He died for Death Crown. So, it's like, some of these characters just don't know about this past history, and then there's some that actually knows about it. But when it comes to those who actually know about it, most likely it's only Death Crown and maybe an old geezer like Falcon. And then Farm God says, I don't mind spoilers, it gives me a heads up on how to further play the game, haha. Well, I mean, this is storyline content, but still, it's getting complicated. I knew it would get complicated. But the fact that they're just revealing all this right now is like a huge spoiler and a huge shock. But at the same time, it's like, how does this exactly work? Because there's one character in particular that defies some of these norms, and it's Death Crown, because he knew about the machines. He was the only one who tried to get the keys before everyone else started doing it. I think Bliss Foxy kind of knew about it, that she knew that Death Crown knew something, but then she was also persuaded by Winter Bana, who was working for Ragnarok in the background, to kind of push for Death Crown to get these keys and getting these fragments and start unlocking these Dragon Busters. So there's a bunch of outlying branches that collide with each other, but once again, when it comes to the storyline, this is what Dragon Blade's doing. They're giving us a straight line. They're giving us the basics, but when it comes to a fantasy story, you need to expand on that, and you need to dive deeper into its history, especially with the characters. And once again, I'll be stating my opinion about all this in my review video, but since you guys are watching the stream, at the end of this stream, I will give you guys my final say when it comes to storyline stuff. And yeah, anyways, let's continue on with the storyline. I was able to get my head wrapped around this. I mean, the old geezer just revealed everything right there and then, or maybe he was revealing stuff or dropping hints. But this old man is like, he needs to die. Why didn't he die? Like, no, like, here's the thing. If the old man is, like, not doing much and he was able to get his peons to do it, he might be really, really strong. And he might be, like, the Emperor himself, because you don't just get information like that. Like, if it's vital information like that, you shouldn't be able to spoil such a thing unless you know that, one, you're really, really strong about it, or two, you kind of know about it, and you just want to inform the ignorant people about the things that you went through, or the history that they should know, but they don't know because no one told them said history. It's like a guy being cocky about themselves. Farm God says, I wonder how long Dragon Blaze will continue for. What more could possibly be added after Overlords? The Emperor Kings, the gods, I don't know. Apparently, this is getting to the point of, like, we're messing with the higher beings. We're not fighting against someone like Ragnarok, who's kind of on our level, I guess you could say. Or he wasn't at our level in Chapter 2 and 3. But now, when we got Transcended and Awakened, we were at his level. But now, we're fighting against, like, the big leagues. The ones that created Dragon Blades, or created us. Or the bonus, except in Archangelos and Draco. So, I don't know. It's wow. And the fact that the Overlord groups are just fighting against each other because they think their way is right is kind of dumb. Understand that when it comes to fighting against a common enemy, you don't want to bash heads with each other because you want to do it in a particular way. The enemy or the person that you're trying to gang up on will use that to their advantage. It's oh god. Like, I understand that Kahan may not want to fight against the descendant or reincarnation of Kroon. And that's why he resorts, or he says that they need to kill Princess Leia just to ensure, you know, that sort of safety. Ban, of course, doesn't like that. It seems like Ban is a very stand-up guy like Death Crown, and he doesn't accept such, you know, losses or death. So, yeah, and because of their little bantering between each other and us kind of jumping in on their little talks, the old man was just sitting there kind of enjoying himself and was like, you know what, I can take Leah. And then that's what he did, and it's... Quantum says Farm God. Actually, there is a lot more to be added if you watched the stream earlier. It's like beings behind gods. And then Farm God says laugh aloud. I didn't mean to sound as if there was nothing more to add, but an interest to what the future for Dragon Blaze holds. I will give you guys... I mean, we'll see it at the end of this stream, because I'm going through this entire chapter. But I will give you guys my opinions, or like... What I kind of stated previously, like how we might be fighting against higher beings now, gods, entities, celestial beings, I don't know what the hell to call them, emperors. We're fighting against the higher-ups. Anyways, let's go to the next cutscene. Here's the thing, when it comes to this sort of storyline, I'm intrigued by it, and I've read books talking about it. That's why the moment I saw Odin, I was like, we might be going down a route where we fight against higher beings. Higher beings being gods, celestial beings, something that created the universe. And then Kevin says, okay, actually, I don't know my explanation is helping at all. I mean, you're giving the basic gist of some of the translations, but then again, I'm gonna wait for global... Hey! Oh god, why are we talking to Odin? Wait, did we actually walk into his throne room like this? I got mixed feelings about this. Oh, Jesus. Wait. He's showing signs of weakness. Okay. Oh, red text! I remember that, especially with Ragnarok. But I doubt it's Ragnarok behind the scene. Oh, she got red eyes. Okay, yeah, that might be the Emperor Kroon. Why does he need her body? You can take my body. As you know, you don't want my body, to be honest. But still, it's like, nah, well, yeah, I understand why everyone wants Leah, because she's like a descendant of the Titans or something that's high caliber of a Titan. Still, it's did the old guy go into her? The old guy shouldn't go into her. I feel like the old guy was actually... I feel like the Kroon was inside of either Odin or that old political guy, but I don't know. I got mixed feelings about someone taking over someone's body. Especially when it's like maybe the opposite sex, because they might do stuff to said female body. I remember I read a light novel where a guy sort of entity took over a female body and started molesting it. So that was quite awkward and pissed me off because the lover was actually irritated at it. So yeah. God damn it, Jonathan! You don't. No, I don't know how old Leah is, but I don't know. I'm not that attached to Leah, okay? Like I said, my waifu's Eren, and most likely maybe Captain Clay Esser, but yeah, no. I'm guessing that. Wait. Okay, so apparently Leah had the willpower to get him... Oh, wait. Who is this? Okay, I doubt that is Leah. But I feel like this is the other person. Like I said, higher beings. Now we're getting into divine shit. Divine intervention. Divine stuff we're gonna be going into for chapter 6. I'm kind of applauding the developers for going this far with the storyline. Still, I can't understand what the fuck they're saying. And hey there, Kuma, how you doing? So, Kevin says, Kroon took over Leia's body and trying to summon a bunch of Ereboses, but Astriel's soul pushed his soul and his went back to Odin's body. So, Kroon was actually in Odin's body. Wait. So what was the point of the old political guy then? He might be a henchman, but what is his strength power? Because he didn't actually fight us. Oh wait, sorry about that, Akuma. And I'm guessing that we're talking about guild stuff or like guild loot. Akuma says, by the way, I don't like you because you passed me by like 2 quadrillion on the guild thing with the 5 tower things. I wanted the first spot. I'll try to make rules about that, Akuma. But yeah, sorry about that. And the thing is, I didn't actually participate in the other tower, so I was like, let me hog number 1. So yeah, hopefully I can establish stuff with the Korean Dragon Blaze. But I apologize, Akuma. What? So apparently Odin has an Arcbuster. Great. Great. I mean, I get... It seems like these Arcbusters are just like something that everyone has so they can go into space and such. Gungnir. Oh, Gungnir. Okay, yeah. That is a reference to Norse mythology. I can't remember. I think it's a weapon, actually. But for Dragon Blades, it seems like it's an Arcbuster. My question is this. Why are you showing your face right now, Astrio? Or however you pronounce your name. And then Akuma says, like, it was the first time I actually let my phone sit for hours to get a high score. Oh, sorry about that, Akuma. Like I said, I kind of needed to participate so I can get my rubies in, but next time I'll try to assign towers here and there. Most likely I'll let you have Tower 5, number 1 spot. I need to establish these rules and kind of talk about it on Discord. I kind of feel bad now. I mean, didn't you participate in the other towers as well? And then Jonathan says, an Arcbuster is no more than a weapon. Yeah, it is. I mean, technology. And then Quantum says, Morph, Astriel's soul was in Leia's body, and when the old guy took her, Crone possessed her. And when he was trying to summon things, Astriel's soul pushes Crone to Odin's body. I try to make this into an innuendo. Quantum, please. Kuma says also, is there a place where I can catch up with this whole story? As in, if you can watch the... what do you mean? You want to see a reaction of this entire story from me, or do you want to see these cutscenes? Even though it's going to be in Korean text, so... And then Akuma says, by the time I was going to participate in the other towers, they were already gone. Okay, yeah. I'll try to make some rules about that. I realized that some people were just like pushing towers and just completing it, so... Yeah. I'll try to make sure that everyone gets a run-in before the actual end date. Kevin says, oh, Astrio said good luck, boy. Really, Kevin? You would do that? You would do that. You would do that to me. Although, I feel like that's what she decided to do, because if she's some high being, she should help us. But no, instead she's like, you guys can do it. You don't need me. Jesus. Quantum says, not at all. I thought you understood Gamer wrong when he explained it. Oh, no. I understood that, what was it? Kroon took over her body, but Astrio decides to come out of nowhere because I thought it was Leia's willpower that did it, but obviously it wasn't, so yeah. And then Akuma says, I wanna like read the whole story or watch the whole thing and try to understand it. I can't really decipher all of this text, so... I mean, I could react to it. I think I did a good amount of chapters here and there, but I never reacted to the first part of Chapter 5. I did that for the Global Dragon Blaze, though, since it is translated. And there is Captain Nesser. And I bet she is saying that we should shut up, stop trying to clash heads with each other, and focus on the motherfucker that is known as Odin, or aka Emperor Dickface. Wait. So Odin's waiting in Asgard. Unless that's like the high area for the entire Titan world. Yeah, see? See, I was right. Because Kevin says they're all trying to stop Gungnir. Jesus, I have a hard time pronouncing that damn word. And then Kuma says, wait, you have Christ? I now love you again. Of course I got him, because his moveset complements my physical team. I mean, wait, are we talking about like the Incanter or like Christopher Ivory, aka Christ? Christ, however you want to pronounce his, or like shorten his name. But anyways, yeah. How do I feel about this? Now the gods are revealing themselves after how many years? After like our BS with Ragnarok, they decide to show up, and when like you know when the situation calls for it. So, and I feel like isn't Astrio kind of no, I can't say that because she. So many questions. And then Cedric says, spoilers, Odin Buster, yeah. Wait, are we gonna have a Megazord fight? Oh my god, if we're gonna have a Megazord fight, I'm gonna have a... I'm gonna be, ecstatic about that. Kevin says, by the way, for the Arc Buster, blue is us, Overlord is red, hidden, green. Okay, so, you're saying that we're the blue one, or blue and black. Red's the Taryangs, wings are the green. You know what? Let's just get into the cutscene because I'd rather see it. I mean, Kevin, you just type that. Don't expect a response when I'm still reading and gathering my thoughts. Okay, don't rush me. Ah, crap, he's still. Okay, we're using the Arc Buster still. I bet this is asking me like fill up the slots and whatnot. And then, Gallic Gun. Let me swap out some of these allies. Let me think. Mark. No, I have a couple. Okay, I have you. Actually, no. It shows all of the allies that are already in the Arc Buster. Let's swap out my Incanters. I'll keep that for now so I can also have my Magico. No. I think I'm good. Actually, let me upgrade my Arc Buster too. And then Kevin says, I mean, our time is different, so I thought you didn't read my comment. I'm just transitioning so I don't want to miss any important information in the story. I mean, like I said, it's your call if you really want to translate and stuff. I'm not pushing you to do it. And if you want to make sure that you're actually up to the stream and stuff, just make sure you click on that live button unless I am lagging. And also know that when it comes to my stream, it is a few seconds delay automatically. Anyways, hopefully I got the right equipment. Oh fuck, I forgot how this works. Let's just say that. And hopefully that does something. Apparently in the apparently in Super Stream, I got caught out talking about lollies and stuff. Jesus, multitasking. God damn it. Anyways, ignoring Super Stream. and God, now you guys are jumping on the bandwagon. Jesus. Anyways, Quantum says more. If you don't like the Enchanted Buster skill, I think it's better than the Fist Pump one. I guess, I don't know. I just haven't, I guess I don't like the animation for it. And then Kevin says, oh, more. Did you watch Overlord Season 2? Ooh, not yet. I know what's going on right now, because if the anime is going along with the storyline plot, I know what's kicking in. Right now, it's still with the lizard people, and there is a reason to why Ainz is actually testing out these lizard people. Alright, so, sorry about that. I already know what you guys are referring to, because by the lizard thing, wait, what? The lizard thingy you guys are mentioning, I'm guessing you're referring to the tails and how they're like smacking the ground and stuff and how they're attracted to each other. Yeah. Oh my god. Anyways, let's get into the cutscene. Let's see what's gonna kick in. We're gonna be fighting against Odin! Let's fucking go! Let's get to it! Let's go beat the fuck out of Odin, yeah! I'm surprised there's like a ton of replicas though. The fact that the Titan planet has a bunch of these Arc Busters is like, they're ready for fucking war. Like, why did they need us? Quantum says to face on Albedo and Chartier when the White Wizard said, you want my body? Oh, wait, okay. Yeah. Anyways, back to, let's focus back on, oh my god. Holy shit. Odin was like, get out of the way, peons! Oh, Jesus, Odin. Odin. Coming in, balls deep. Be like, I got a cape too. That cape is reminiscent of Ragnarok. Why does it have to be like that color? Fucking, oh, this is like a buff steroid version of an Arc Buster. I can figure that was Gungnir, but Jesus, that this is like, it's bigger than us. We can get squashed in too. He could just like squeeze the middle of us in that butt. Oh, okay, yeah, now, oh my god. Get your Arc Buster. Is he stomping on him? No, he didn't stomp on him. But oh my. Now he's going after all the girls. No. Oh, there's a pirate. Oh, Jesus. I like that design. I liked it. It's a Fleet's Arcbuster. I'm surprised Odin doesn't squash us. You should squash us. As a villain, you kill them completely. You don't leave them alive, okay? Number one mistake for a villain. So, right now, as you can see, it seems like everything's calm inside the Arcbuster, but outside, we're getting our ass handed to us. Great. Now, what can we do in this situation? Because apparently, 4 Arcbusters versus this one giant buff Gungnir is not doing jack shit. Unless we got like a super weapon where we can actually transform into a Megazord. Oh god, please don't do that. I got mixed feelings if you actually go Megazord with the other Arcbusters. Jeez. Oh. And the fact that Odin wants everybody, it's like, oh god. You know, if he tries to go after Mercedes, it's just gonna piss off Death Crown. You don't want that. Apparently, every time someone pisses off Death Crown, it doesn't go well. I'm just surprised is that Gungnir is... Jesus, I don't want to mess with that. And then Quantum says it's not going to be Megazord. I don't know, maybe it will be. That thing is huge. It's like 2 times bigger and 2 times wider than us. No, here's the thing. Right now, we're all apologizing to each other, but to be honest, this was gonna happen eventually because apparently Leia's body has some high quality value. Like, everyone wants her body. Everyone wants her. So, even if we didn't get into this conflict, guess who's gonna come for us? They will be coming for us. Odin will be coming for us. Or Kroon, whatever the heck this guy is, will be coming for us. So it's better to deal with it now than later. Yeah, we could try to escape, but guess what? If he is a high entity, he's gonna find us eventually. You can't hide forever. You hide forever, then you're not gonna be enjoying the rest of your life. You'll be scared, shitless and stuff. Leia says, it's not over yet. When Arcbuster was worked, Austria's soul came to my body and she said, main character also has her own key and you can wake up your key. Wait. Holy shit, we got like a huge upgrade. But technically this isn't our key. But we awaken ourselves? I'm very confused about the key stuff. God damn it, Wiz. Oh my god. His or her. No, that depending on what your character is and her gender and stuff, then yeah. But still, it's so many unanswered questions. And then Quantum screams out, Gallic Gun! uh, yeah. And then Akuma screams out, Super Saiyan mode! Ah! Man, I don't know. There's so many questions now. There's so many questions. They should have explained this. But this is kind of like a little snippet that surprised me. The fact that we didn't actually awaken our own keys. We have been using other keys, but we haven't used our own. Wait, the Istal's fleet Arcbuster seems perfectly fine. Staring at it like right now. And it's behind Gungnir. So they could backstab him. and make him mess up. Oh yeah, pretty much it looks like that. Oh. Ooh. Get wrecked. Hey look, now it's Odin. Oh, yes, Ben, please stay close to Leah to make sure that this... whatever this thing is doesn't do anything. Oh wait, is Odin back to normal? Looks like Odin is back to normal, maybe. Question mark. God damn it, Quantum. Okay, so from what... Oh, there's Tanya! So from what Kevin stated, Odin was telling Ban to kill him. Ban accepted it, but now, as you can see, the Istal's fleet is stopping him. And now we get to see Tanya and, Zerio. Obviously, if you kill Odin, an iconic figure, that's not gonna go well, and depending on the issues that's already present in the Titan world, that's not gonna be fine. Now, the Istal's fleet may toss him in jail, but who knows? I don't know what they're saying though. What did Tanya say? What did my little lolly say? I can't understand what she's saying. I want to know what she's saying. Holy shit! The most evilest character. Well, the person that I thought was evil is actually doing something really good. Which, oh my god, that item is actually... Oh, I love my little lolly. Oh god, I didn't know she could do that. That's actually OP. That is very handy. Holy shit. Oh my god. Maybe that's why Odin wanted them to kill him. So, because he knew that the soul was still in him. But, man, the Istal's fleet, their loot, their weapons, it's out of this world because it defies the norm. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ban's little swords floating behind him as well is kind of interesting, but these pirates, Jesus! I figured that part out, Kevin. So Kevin said Now, Rolo Noah, oh god, aka Tanya, use her skill to take Crone Soul to use. Wait, not to use. I feel like, okay, I'll let the cutscene play, but nah, look, there's Kahan now. Yeah, you see, killing Leia was not a good option, okay, unless you decide to go Anakin on us and betray everyone. But yeah. And then Akuma says, I mean, I'm like 6'4", and my girlfriend is 4'11". And then Quantum says, in real life, lolly. And then Akuma screams out, by the way, I need Christopher. I mean, he's very handy for a physical team, but oh my god, I really like my Tanya. I'm glad I made her. Oh my god. Okay, so these pirates stood out a lot more compared to the other two. In my opinion, they did. Oh god. I'm surprised that Super cannot say Daisuke properly. Anyways, oh. I'm guessing everything's back to normal now. Odin's back to his old self, but he's conscious of what he did. I think he's saying sorry to Leia. The Overlord characters are like, everything's situated, everything's good, we GTFO, or like, we'll see you around, main character, and everyone else. Oh wow. I feel like the Titan mode is not resolved yet because of the issues that kicked in with the old political Senate head. Like, that old geezer may be doing something as we speak, and he may be creating a bunch of issues. And he might pop up again in Chapter 6 because he revealed a bunch of information to us that we didn't know about. Unless he was controlled by Kroon as well, but I highly doubt he can take over two souls. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Akuma says, like, what? Akuma says, the only thing I don't like is that they take so many essences to get to max and ultimate, and I don't have the time to necessary grind for essences. I just leave it on auto run. Just, like, leave it on and just go to sleep. Or leave a PC or a laptop, yeah. Anyways, it's... What is Odin saying? Wait, did he really he died, apparently. Kevin says, but Leia said it's not your fault. Odin said thank you, and he said, Austria, I'll follow you, and he's gone. You, and hahaha, Kahan doesn't know what's going on. He's like, what? Oh. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that is true. He just doesn't know what's going on. Ban has like a strict mindset, from what I'm getting at. Even though he's noble and chivalrous and stuff, he'll do something. Once he put his mind to it, he'll make sure he does it all the way. And in the Istos fleet, even though they're pirates, they have a lot of charming attributes to them that I really like. I'll talk about them again in a few minutes, but jeez, this was one hell of a ride. But I feel like this wouldn't be the end of these emperors, because we fought against one of them, and if there are 7 others, they might be enemies to us, because they did try to do something to Leia, and the fact that they want Leia's body is it's apparently a top priority. And then Akuma says, can I ask what's the deal with that rogue dude next to Ban? He is the leader of the Wings of Haydn, if you don't know. And he's kind of helping us out, but he kind of had like an alternative method to solve the Kroom crisis, which was to kill Leia, but excuse me, Leia. But yeah, no, we're not doing that. And then Kevin says that now Ben in the new world is called Geesees, that the planet is all dragons like dragons, and you remember Chen's stick, it's made by there. And then Quantum says, I mean, you didn't actually fight one, just him inside of just him inside other bodies. Imagine what he can do with his real body. You're right about that. And then Kevin says, and there's a king who is called Red King First Crown. As you can see, we're fighting against higher beings from different worlds now, which I kind of foresaw and predicted. But Jesus, this storyline this is just the beginning. I knew it. Like, the first few chapters kind of had that same typical scenario and stuff, but it's living up to its expectation, and it's going toward. I feel like it's going towards why the game is actually called Dragon Blaze. It's just a huge build-up. You had to get through some of the usual tropes, like, you know, a war because of a princess or a loved one dying, tension between certain groups, and then meeting who we thought was the main villain, but really wasn't, and now we're expanding into the galaxy that is Dragon Blaze. I swear to God that Dragon Blaze should expand on some of their content and talk about the lore and expand on these characters. And then Kevin says, Ole trying to bring that Chrome Soul and give to First Crown. No, Clay is trying to bring that Chrome Soul and give it to First Crown. They're trying to stop them. That band said, let's go with me. Leia said she's not going because she was to go back home. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Astrio and Kamel are talking. That has to be Astrio. But with this sort of interaction, do they know each other? Come on, ask the question. Does she still regain her memories, or did she actually lose her memories with Astrio? Because it seems like they have some past relationship, because if you have two characters in a cutscene, there's some significance behind that. Or this is kind of like a cliffhanger or an intro to the next chapter. I mean, Kamel had some sort of significance in chapter 2. Yes. Yes, Kuma. About that will. But hey, how you know? I'm guessing you were lurking and just watching these cutscenes, or you just got into the stream. What? Stupid lag. But what? 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 Come out with the what? 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 I mean, Bright Spark and Kamel are kind of one and the same, but what? What? And I'm laughing at what Quantum just said. I remember, like, the Korean tier list called her flopped Spark, but I don't know what's going on. They're explaining very significant information that I can't understand. You don't leave. Why you leave? Bright Spark, come back. And before Astrio decides to do it again and make Bright Spark come out of him. Kevin says, Astria said, kill my creations, but Camille said no. And Astria said, kill my bad emotions, and there's Bright Spark. Astria told Bright Spark to bring Dracos, and that's how... Wait. Wait. What do you mean by character 1? Do you mean by chapter 1? That doesn't make sense, because if it's a reversing cycle, then how come we have the lesser form of Bright Spark instead of her transcended form? It can't be a time loop. And once again, Kevin, like, there's a stream delay, apparently. So... This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Whose side is Astria on, then? The fact that she helped us save Leah. Actually, she might do that because... Who's Astrio? If Astrio is the... Astrio, however you want to pronounce it. If she's actually the prophet, then it's understandable to why she cherishes Leah. But the fact that she wants to kill her creations after so many years of development, that's a big no-no. Oh, that was cute. Me, Mark 5, and Momo, like, with the cats. Actually, they moved this to the side, but, oh god, I got mixed feelings about that. Yes! I really wish they had some sort of interaction like that. That'd be interesting. Just to see them in the bar and just, like, go ham with each other or just have a jolly good time. Why don't they have character interaction with this thing? And obviously those two are a couple. It's no duh, but... My god. Ah. Yeah, Jonathan, hopefully you can watch a replay and see what was going on, but I'm still confused with some of the things, because, like, the fact that Astrio decided to talk to Camille and gave her the order to kill her own creations, which are the Dracos, Bodas, and Septonite Angels, raised an eyebrow. And then apparently Bright Spark was told to get the Dracos, so I don't know what's going on, because if this is how Chapter 1 started because of Astrio, then this is a huge time loop. However, it doesn't make sense to why Astrio would help us unless Astrio is the mother of Leia and she cherishes her daughter more than anything else. I just don't know. Like, Chapter 1, 2, and 3, literally, it's really simple. And also, Chapter 4, if you think about it, the entire gist of it is simple. It's just that some of the important information talking about the wars and the conflicts and the tensions between all these factions aren't even there. It's hinted, it's kind of stated, but it's not explained. So it's like, which war are we talking about when the old geezer decided to bring it up? Now, obviously, Global will translate this a bit more, and then we can actually understand what the heck is really going on. Unless someone actually deciphers the entire Chapter 5 Korean Dragon Blades, like, right now, and gives a thorough explanation to all these cutscenes, then that can clarify some things. But with all the snippets I was able to gather, and with Kevin's help, this leaves a bunch of unanswered questions, and it kind of confused me because Astrio seems like she's on no one's side and she's just doing whatever the heck she wants to do. Just like how a high being would act. Because gods don't play fair. They don't do whatever the norm is. They do what they want to do. They do whatever is on their agenda. So Kevin says they're supposed to make Triple S version of Bright Spark. And Leia said if Camille is fighting side of Astrio, then Bright Spark is peace side of Astrio. Leia will not show up in season 6. They just mistake design of them. It's supposed to be Triple S version. It's time loop. It's not time loop shit. But you said that it was going back to chapter 1. Conto says, maybe Astrio told Flop Spark to get the Dracos. Maybe she's going to transform the Trans Dracos into Overlord Dracos? That would be interesting. I'm lost. Like... Okay, so my overall opinion about the storyline, not including that last cutscene, is it went through a huge roller coaster. I'm surprised about certain twists and turns and ups and downs. However, this ending cutscene is a bit confusing. Unless someone can actually give me a better rundown of what Kevin is trying to say. And once again, my statement still stands. There's a lot of information that's not even given. Like I said, they give us a straight line of what the story is, but they don't expand further into each one of these different things. And then Kevin says, so that's why in chapter 1, it shows up with Triple S version of Brightspark. Remember, she bring main character in chapter 1 during war? She saved our butts. I wouldn't say she brought us to it, because of the fact that she saved us and she led us towards these various issues that is going on, and us being the adventurer and mercenary that we were, we decided to tag along on the adventure. So she didn't tell us. She didn't make us go into the war. We did it because it was kind of an obligation, and it was kind of our duty to do whatever we needed to do. Like, when it comes to Dragon Blaze, there's multiple wars. Understand that, because there's the war that we started with Death Crown and Graham. Then there's also various other wars, for example, with the Orcs. And then there's also the Titan Wars, because when it comes to the Titan descriptions, like Hyperion, for example, he is named as Hyperion, or his weapon was very notorious because of what he did in a certain war. Now, they never gave us information about this, which leaves us to multiple questions, or like asking like some of the basic stuff, like which war are we talking about, because there's multiple wars in the Dragon Blaze history. And then Kevin says, oh yeah, did I told you the new world is Gissis, which is the new map of... Yeah, I kind of figured, and I'm guessing that this is a different planet as well. We have the ability to travel to other planets now. I don't know what is gonna kick in for chapter 6. Most likely it's going to go towards where I think it's going to, which is we're gonna be fighting against higher entities, higher beings. And we're gonna have the Overlords with us as our new companions. However, the fact that they showed some of the old characters like Kamel and Brightspark and how Astrio was trying to get them to do something is a big question. It shows some sort of significance, but it also leaves a bunch of unanswered questions. It's like a cliffhanger, or like a segue into chapter 6 and what may come out of it. Okay, so here's my rant about this. Once again, the storyline from the very beginning was very simple, but now, as you can see, it is getting complex because there's a bunch of secrets that were hidden throughout our entire history that we knew from chapter 1 to chapter 4. Chapter 4 was the segue to go into this deep, dark... I mean, I wouldn't call it dark, but this expands or gives us more of an insight to what was actually going on. However, this doesn't help some people because it's like you really have to remember every single detail to piece it together. Most likely, if I actually talk to some of the GMs on Global, or like if I talk to some of the scholars of Dragon Blaze lore, they can give me a better explanation or give me a better run through of what I'm trying to get at. But still, the lack of information on all of these other various concepts is just what the heck. There are multiple wars. You can't just say this war. What war are we talking about? Because we had the war with Ragnarok. We had the war between Titans and gods. We had the war of the orcs. We have the war between the elves. We had the war between Graham and Deathcrown. There's too many to list, and not knowing which one is like, what? And the fact that they're introducing all these planets may also hint at some other things. If Kroom decided to give us the fact that we were created by some sort of high beings to do their dirty work, he may not be the only one that did such a thing. There's other beings out there that could have done such a thing, or maybe it's the seven grand emperors or whatever you want to call them. So most likely everything will be clarified when Global decides to translate this for themselves, but it's still going to take a good while, most likely when we actually get through Chapter 5. The Korean Dragon Blaze will have more confusing content that I'm going to be puzzled about, and all this other stuff. Okay, so apparently Kevin says we were all created by, well, I wouldn't say we, but apparently most of the Septon Archangelos and Bodins were created by Astrio. But that still leaves me with a bunch of questions, because why would Astrio do one thing that kind of shows hypocrisy to what she wants us to do? It's like she saved Leia, excuse me, I keep on saying Leia from Star Wars, Jesus. But she wants us, the Draco, Septon Angelus, and Bodins, to kill ourselves or to do something, and I just don't know. Once again, when it comes to the plot of Chapter 5, I like where it's going because it's going to go deep into fighting against higher beings that, you know, it's going to make it more intense and more badass. It's just that the lack of lore is too grand. They give us the simple stuff. They give us the foundations, but they don't expand on this. Here's another thing that I'll state. When it comes to the story, I don't care if it's good or bad. Just give me something for the characters, because they make up the story. They're the driving force behind this. Not knowing the characters and not knowing what they've gone through, what they went through, is giving us a huge, like, we don't know what the hell they went through and how much of a badass they are. For example, the Essos fleet, the fact that I like them because they have such a deep history, and the fact that they were actually the quote-unquote good pirates and their weaponry is out of this world, raise a lot of questions and a lot of my interest, because they're just out of the norm. They're pirates, yet they're good. Wait, what do you want me to say, Kevin? Because I said a lot. We already met one of the Dragon Emperors, right? We already met one of the Emperors, right? Oh, God, hold on. There's something in my mouth. Alright, sorry about that. So, my thing is this. How... I don't know how to explain this. So, what is Astriel? Is she a fucking goddess? Like, it seems like she has a lot of power. The fact that she's able to push a dragon emperor out of Leia's body is like a grand feat in itself. However, the fact that Astriel is telling us, or telling the Bodens, Septinar, Angelas, and Dracos to kill themselves is... I just don't know anymore. It's like... Chapter 5, how it concluded itself is great, but that ending cutscene and what you deciphered for me is raising too many questions and just showing me a bunch of hypocrisy when it comes to this character. Because I thought she was good. Like, her alignment is good, but apparently it's not. And if it's not good, or it's neutral, or she's just doing her own agenda, that just displays how much of a goddess or god she is, or like a high being is, because they're gonna do whatever they want. And if they want something done, they're gonna stick to that agenda. High beings have their own agenda, and they will do whatever it takes to do whatever they need to do. Like, if you're a god, you have your own agenda. You're not gonna change it because of some little inferior being told you to do something else. Like, if... I don't know. If some god were to talk to me and tell me to do something, I refuse them and try to barter with them and stuff, they're not gonna listen to me. One, I'm their creation, so of course they're not gonna listen to me. Secondly, they think that whatever they say, I have to do, which then creates a bunch of conflict. And of course I'm not gonna do whatever they tell me to do unless I really want to do that, but... I don't know, like I said, Chapter 5 is interesting, don't get me wrong. The fact that I'm, like, face-palming and just trying to gather my thoughts and stuff is, like, making me think. It's just that, once again, what Kevin deciphered is raising a bunch of dang questions, and I just can't get my head around it. Are you sure you were able to decipher that correctly then, Kevin? Because it seems like Astriel can't decide on what sort of emotion that she's doing. Hey there, kiddo. Wait, do you know the storyline of, like, Chapter 5? Because I need some sort of clarification. I don't want to end the stream. You know what? Let me just do Challenges Dungeon while I'm gathering my thoughts, because I don't know what to say about this. Hold on, let me also change my team comp and see if I can actually push further into the... I'm lost, like... I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to think. Oh wait, I'm guessing you can't... Do you know what's going on, kiddo, when it comes to the storyline? Like, I understand, like, Odin was under control. Apparently he was controlled by a emperor dragon of some sort. Oh god, he died on me. That was bad. That was real bad. I'm going back to my previous stage, thank you very much. Yeah, that happened twice. Yeah, that happened, but, yeah, apparently Kevin told me some stuff and I'm just confused about it, because, like, I can't, I don't know what, I don't know! Kevin says, Morph, if I didn't understand what they said, that I'm not Korean. I should understand them. I mean, even though you understand them... Oh god, my battery is down there. I know that your English isn't that great when it comes to, like, forming the right sentences and stuff, so... Yeah... Most likely, I'm just gonna wait for the global version of it because it's gonna be translated. Still, though, it's... I was right. They are fighting against higher beings because these things are creators or grandmasters of a certain degree. It's just that Astrio is a very confusing character to me because apparently from the way you told me, Kevin, it seems like she has a mix of emotions. She's like, she protects Leah, but then she's like, kill yourself, and then she's depressed and showing sympathy to us, but she still wants us to kill ourselves. What? And then Kiddo says Morph, how's Chris? He's great for real boss. And he's good for physical teams, so if you have those two, then go ahead and get him. But as you can see, in some content, he's not that great. Then again, I don't have him at Ultimate, and I haven't actually read through all of his skills. Crown Mitch says, I have a question. What is the best upgrade pattern for Merciless Breakthrough and Incredible Concentration? If you're talking about formations, Crown Mitch, I have no clue how to answer that. And then Faircloth says, why do you only max ban? Is he not good at ult? I mean, he's good at ult, it's just that, actually, I haven't looked at his ult abilities, but I'm focused on the world boss hitters, or the ones I want to go for, so... I don't know about ban. I might ultimate him, or I may go for Captain Esser, because I actually got her. When it comes to PvP content, yeah, Clay is definitely useful, but other than that, world bosses, I would give an edge towards Chris. Kevin says, okay, I was confused also after I finished the storyline. They don't have much information. See what I'm getting at? Like, the thing is, they give us the minimum for the storyline, but they should have expanded outwards to give us more insight. If we learned about Leah a little bit more, or we learned about Graham a little bit more, if he has some sort of character development behind them, or an expansion to their story, or what they have gone through, then that would have been great. For example, Valkyrie Connect has a little mechanic where you actually go through their storyline, or you kind of interact with them one-on-one. However, this doesn't give you as much of a storyline. If they did something like Brave Frontier did, for example, Brave Frontier actually has scenarios where they actually have certain characters going through a certain key event. For example, fighting against one of these evil guys, you see a band of 6 heroes that are made up of the 6 grand heroes of some sort. That sort of scenario would have been great for Dragon Blaze. That would have expanded on the lore and give us a better insight on their personalities and see what they had to go through. The fact that they didn't do this, though, pisses me off, because Dragon Blaze has that potential. But because it's heavy on auto runs, they don't expand further onto this sort of concept. I mean, kiddo, I'm okay with Brave Frontier. If you think it's like that, then that's your opinion. I will admit this, though. When it comes to Brave Frontier, I was heavily invested in their lore. Even the characters. Like, the character's biography is a lot. And you can use that to figure out all these other characters as well. And you can make fanfic out of it and all this sort. And once again, they have scenarios where you can actually live through what they have gone through. If Dragon Blaze did this, they could have expanded on the history and the war that the Titans had did. Because apparently there was like some sort of civil war or something that the Titans did. Hyperion has a little history talking about himself being, you know, a war commander or something of great value. But you know what? We didn't know that. And guess what? In the main storyline, he was seen as the villain. But apparently he's not a big villain. It's just that he just, you know, was on the wrong side and we had to stop him because he was on the enemy team. But he's not a grand villain. A lot of people worship him or admire him because he was very important. He would do anything for his people. That's why he did what he did. Same could be said with Celine, most likely, but I still don't know. The fact that they... Once again, I feel like the story is going into a complex route, which I'm looking forward to, but even if it was good or bad, the fact that Dragon Blaze does not expand on the character lore, it does not give us the insight, it does not make us feel for these characters, it sucks. It's not giving us the full grasp of the situation. It's not making us look at these characters like they are someone and something. The problem that I'm having with Dragon Blaze right now is that when it comes to us getting these characters, we're doing this because of their appearance or their skills. That's it. Maybe we can like them because of what they did in the storyline, but we don't get that much. We only get like snippets here and there. I mean, only some of the characters had like 1 or 2 cutscenes before we never see them ever again. So, hold on. Let me actually charge my phone. And let me turn off the camera. It's surely lacking. Dragon Blaze has that potential. It can become an anime. It can become a manga. It's just they don't expand on it. And I feel like the fact that Dragon Blaze is just emphasizing on auto runs when the game has the potential to not actually just be an auto run game is a great shame to it. Like, understand that I understand how important it is to do auto runs, and it is very handy and stuff, but understand that there are times when you can actually physically do something even in an auto run game. For example, Destiny's Child, even though it's an auto run game, you do need to pay attention to it here and there. Same can be said with Brave Frontier. Same can be said with any sort of farming game that has an auto run button, but guess what? There's a certain mode where you actually need to pay attention to it because you want to progress forward, you want to go higher, you want to get a better ranking, and all that shabazz, but it's... I really wish they had a character expansion of some sort, like character development, or like a little section talking about what they have gone through, or give us like a little mission for the characters. The fact that they don't have this, it's like... Yeah, but anyways... Chapter 5 story, I really like it. Once again, it's going down a route that I kind of predicted, but some of the stuff that I saw just leaves a bunch of questions, and I feel like they should have expanded this or approached it in a better way. But I don't know. What do you guys think about the Chapter 5 storyline? After seeing it, even though you guys may not have got the full gist of it, what are your thoughts still? I mean, Kevin, even though I stated what I said, I appreciate the fact that you were able to slightly give me a heads up, or, you know, give me a basic gist on what was going on. So I'm not gonna put you off and, like, you know, complain all the time about how it was badly translated and stuff. Now, I appreciate what you did. Like I said, this was your call and you decided to go for it. So yeah, thanks for giving me something. Because I know that I wouldn't have been able to translate it, and I would just stare at the cutscenes being like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, it's confusing. Like, us going against Odin and saving the Titan world and stuff, that was straightforward. There are times when I'm like, we shouldn't be doing this to some of the characters, but they did it anyways. Yeah, that was something, but it's just that Astriel is just a very confusing entity. Like, she's making everything difficult. Wait a second. Kiddo says, I told you you didn't make Sig an Electric Mage Girl. Electric Mage Girl? Who's the Electric Mage Girl? Oh, wait. You're talking about the Wings of Haydn. And then Kevin says, so my opinion on each of the season in Dragon Blaze is Season 1, super great season. 2, nah, not bad. Season 3, wow, what the fuck is this robot fight? Season 4, wow, Ragnarok again. Season 5, question mark. Here's the thing. In my opinion, Season 1, 2, and 3, they're straightforward. Yeah, they're straightforward and it's really simple. Although I would give credit to Chapter 3 for giving a twist and a cliffhanger. And showing Ragnarok. But for Chapter 1, it's kind of a trope. Dude gets revenge, wants to get... dude lost a lover, wants revenge on Graham for what he did and wants justice. Pretty simple. Chapter 2, it's more like infighting, gives us a bit more... what is it? It gives a better view on what's going on, or like it gives us like another group of important characters that conflicts with Bright Spark and the Dracos, and gives us like the situation about Ragnarok. And then Chapter 3, we end up fighting against the Bodens, or Bliss, Foxy, and Shadowhow. And then, yeah. Well, yes. Well, the thing is, Graham wasn't himself, kind of, was it? I feel like... Because the thing is, Ragnarok was with Graham, but... Can I really say that Graham didn't actually kill Mercedes? Ragnarok could have influenced him, but, you know, the final say is, like, who actually killed her. And, it's not that they didn't make the story that great. They leave out too much information. Or they leave some stuff out that could have been explained if they had more lore behind it. It's like saying that, how can I say it? It's like I decide to give you a robot and tell you that, you know, this is your robot, here, do something with it. But then I don't tell you the other stuff like you can upgrade it, you can give it these parts, you can make it a badass, you can make it into a Megazord, or something of the sort. You had to figure it out yourself. And that's what I'm getting at when it comes to the storyline. It's like they give us the story, but they don't expand on it. So it's like we have to guess some of these key things here and there. And then Kiddo says, Chapter 1, oh my god, you're a Boden. Chapter 3, we had no child. But, once again, Chapter 5, simple, but with Astrio in the picture, and, yeah. The only issue I have is Astrio. She's like a confusing deity, whatever the heck she is. And then Kevin says, oh wait, no. Kevin says Graham killed Mercedes, but technically it was Ragnarok, because Ragnarok still was in Graham's body during that time. Here's the thing. Yes, Ragnarok was with Graham at that time, but the question is... Or I can't remember the exact cutscene, but I feel like Graham did kill Mercedes. It wasn't Ragnarok. Ragnarok influenced Graham to kill Mercedes. But he wasn't the one that... Or was he? Okay, so if there's any red aura around Graham during that certain cutscene, then obviously that's Ragnarok taking control, and yes, Mercedes died to Ragnarok. However, if Graham was the one that actually dealt the final blow, and he didn't have that red aura around him, or that red flame or whatever, then it wasn't Ragnarok, it was actually Graham that did it. But he was influenced by Ragnarok and the frustration and the fact that Death Crown was, you know, having an affair with his princess or his daughter, and that kind of pissed him off. So, yeah, when you can't control your emotions, you tend to do reckless stuff and you end up regretting it. Yeah, it's... Yeah, Okay, so... Ignoring my contemplation on the storyline, I gotta admit this. Actually, let me do one word of Janice, and then most likely I'll wrap up this stream. But I gotta admit that, once again, when it comes to the 3 Overlord factions, you do get hints of what some of the characters are, and you can see their personalities. Kahan, to me, he doesn't stand out as much. He just reminds me of Anakin. He's kind of clueless on what to do, and he goes for like the easy solution, which isn't actually the best solution. The fact that he suggested that they kill Princess Leia, yeah, no, please don't. No, I don't want to see another waifu die on my stream. That's a big no-no. Oh wait, hold on, no. What did I not do? And then Kiddo says Kai is Han Solo. I don't know if I can say that. Can I say that? I guess so. Okay, so I actually need a warrior. I need to swap the positioning. I need to put Nia as a... No. Yes. And then what's Bang? Bang can be over here. So yeah, let me try this just one run while I continue my talk. And who doesn't have equipment on? Wait, who am I using? Why do I have Bright Spark? I don't remember putting... Well, did I put Bright Spark because she's Magico? Who doesn't have their equipment on? Oh, I might have actually took the enchanters off of my gear link. Let's see. It spells snow. Wait. No, I don't know. No. Okay, so we're good. No, wait, hold on. Just one run. And then Kiddo says, I mean, there are lightsabers now. The only one who has a lightsaber is Kahan, in my opinion. Wait, did the droids have lightsaber? I did not pay attention to their weaponry, but, yeah, I think Kevin says Dragon Blade stories get too big after they release Overlord. I mean, I think it's a good thing that they're actually expanding on the universe because we didn't know much. However, I feel like they didn't give it justice to explain the current world that we were living in and just giving us a bunch of backstories on all these other characters. Because, guess what? We're never ever going to see some of the old characters ever again. We're not going to see, like, some of the awakened characters like Tanuvian or Calgar or, who else, Pada. I mean, Pada might show up here and there along with Shabelle. Some characters that are related to Mercedes and Leia, but other than that, no. We're not going to see some of the characters we never actually seen in the storyline. I mean, they did have snippets here and there, but it's like, we only saw some Tanuvian in Chapter 2 and that's it. And then when we got her awakened form, we never actually saw her awakened form in the storyline. But she was a really good ally, either in her deified form or awakened form. Then, who else? Like Fedric, we never saw him, we never saw Margaret, we never seen some of these characters before. And then Kiddo says they did. Okay, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the droids. I just complained about how scrawny they are because compared to the super battle droids over there in Star Wars, those super battle droids can most likely bash them with one arm and be like, ha, you puny machines and stuff, but, I don't know what to say. I mean, Chapter 5, once again, is great. Out of all the Overlord groups, I like the Istal's fleet because they shined the most, especially with their weaponry. Like, the fact that their weapons did a lot of things that made me awestruck was, impressive, especially Tanya's weapon, and of course I'm not gonna say her real name, but, the fact that I called it evil and stuff, I forgot that evil people can actually do something about other evil people, and the fact that her little orb thing can suck the life out of something evil, that is a very handy tool. Like, if there's like some sort of demon inside of you, guess what? That orb can heal you, or get rid of that demon, or trap that demon inside of its ball. And, like, when it comes to the weaponry and some of the things that the Istal's fleet have, especially Anne Bonnet, the fact that she has a mimic, a goddamn mimic by her side, is, dumb. It's a shocker. I did not realize you can have a mimic as a pet companion. No clue, Faircloth, because the only formation I am using is the well, what is it? It's that one formation a lot of people use. But if you decide to do an all archer build, you may want to go for the, I don't know, the one that's archer formation focused. But yeah, I can't remember the names of some of these formations. It's been a while since I actually looked at them anyways. I mean, yeah, we saw Frederick, but for 5 seconds when his key was being stolen. I don't know what he was doing. It looks like he was just like standing there. La-di-da-da-da, I'm just standing here. Oh, look, here's my cutscene. What am I gonna do? Creators? I'm getting my key sucked out of me. And that's it. We never see him ever again. Like, really? They should have expanded on these characters, but did not. I pray to God that in Chapter 6, they give us more of a backstory to these Overlord characters. If you want us to fall in love with these characters, then do something about their history. Make us fall in love with them. You don't just give us an ally and say, hey, look, here's an ally with good abilities. You know, go ahead and determine if you want to get her and whatnot. I don't see that as liking a character for who they are. It's liking them because they are useful. And I don't like to view waifus as, you know, a commodity, as a collectible. That's a great shame in itself. No, I like it when the character has personality. This is why I think a lot of people actually like Brightspark, because she is a very significant character throughout the entire story. I mean, Chapter 1, 2, and 3, you see her like almost all the time. And she saved our butts in Chapter 1. I know Kahan is good, yes, he's great for most likely PvP. But, yeah, for Kahan, it's like, oh my god, why is he kind of dumb? No offense to any Kahan lovers, I understand his abilities are great and all, it's just that his solution to fixing the grand issues of Princess Leia getting controlled, the fact that he suggested on killing Leia was dumb, and the fact that Ban has to step in and, you know, argue with him and, you know, give some time for the old geezer to snatch Leia away from us was like, really? And then the fact that he was confused about like what happened was also really you were confused. Yeah, like I said, Kahan is great when it comes to his skills and abilities. He's really handy for PvP especially, but personality wise from the storyline, I just don't like him. He just reminds me of Anakin. Like, he kind of makes rash decisions, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to make any sort of rash decisions. Now, there's a difference between being rash and being hard-headed and going through with it. Apparently, Ban's personality is like, he's not a jokeful guy. He's gonna take it seriously. He's gonna stick to whatever he has to do. For example, the fact that he was gonna kill Odin when Odin pleaded with them to kill him, and he didn't have any second thoughts about that. He was single-minded and he was going to do it. Captain Esser, out of all of the leaders, has a very unique personality that I'm interested in, and the fact that she has one arm to fight with is just, wow, like, holy shit. You're like a badass for one, still fighting even with one arm, and two, like being a leader of your own group that actually respect you. And like when it comes to the pirates, it's just that, I don't know, even though they didn't have that much when it comes to their specific cutscenes, then again, when it comes to most of the other characters within the other factions, they don't have that many cutscenes as well. But the fact that the Issel's fleet, their weaponry, and the fact that they're kind of doing the good options, like not killing Odin and actually sucking the soul out of him, and also like, you know, thinking about it in a very tricky manner is appealing to me. So now I'm just repeating myself, but anyways, I will most likely discuss some of these points that I told you guys in my review video, and hopefully I can release that by next week. But that concludes this stream, guys. It was one hell of a roller coaster, because I really don't know what to say about Astrio. Like, she seems like I don't want to mess with that, and most likely she may be an enemy. But who knows, she might actually be our ally. Or maybe she just plays both sides because she can do that. This is the issue with high beings. You don't know what the hell they're gonna do. And, yeah, And then Kevin does a face. Why did you do a face? Oh, okay. So you agree with me. Apparently, this being is confusing us out. I don't know. I just don't know about her. I mean, I get that she's really important. It's just that they should give me a rundown on what she did. If they give me a brief history lesson on the stuff that she has to go through that leads up to this, or like the history of why we had to do a certain war and stuff, then yes. And hey there, Merez, but Kevin, I already made a comment about it. I mean, I don't know about this entity. She's like on her period, for all I know. I don't know. What other comment did you make other than the one I just saw? Unless you're talking about Kahan. I already said my opinion about him as well. Yeah. Anyways, once again, thank you guys for watching. Is it about Kahan? No. I already made my remark about Astriel. I said, I agree with you, Kevin. She's like on her period. That's what I said. I don't see any other comments that you made. You said, yes, I have Ultimate Kahan. The Korean one. Wait, I skipped that one? Oh, okay, so Kevin said, well, said part is that Korean players don't care about storyline. Seriously, no one cares. They just care about fucking farming and transcend. That's dumb. No offense to people that actually like doing auto-run stuff. I feel like this game has a lot of potential not to actually just focus on auto-runs. The fact that they add visuals to this, the fact that they put time and effort into this should be rewarded. They should be stared at. The fact that you only play this game just so you can hit auto, put it down, and walk away is completely dumb. I mean, yes, it has its perks, but understand that there are times when you want to pay attention to the game. Yes, you may not care about the storyline. I don't care about the storyline either if it goes good or bad. I mean, it will catch my interest, but to be honest, when it comes to story, the characters are important because they are what make the damn game. Without these characters, you wouldn't be playing the damn game. Without these characters, you won't be collecting these damn characters. So, you might as well show love to these characters. But the fact that the Korean side isn't really valuing these characters, from what Kevin is telling me, it's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. Because, once again, even though this is fictional, even though this is a video game, the characters make the story, the characters make the game, the characters are everything. And, you know, you should love the characters for who they are, not for what they can provide, and just seeing them as a collectible and just using them for your own benefit. I don't like using characters without any sort of good backstory to them. I mean, I'm kind of being a hypocrite because I'm kind of using characters that are actually good, but I am really wanting to know more about them. But guess what? There's no history about them. There's no way for me to read up about them because there's nothing out there for that. Brave Frontier can give you an entire biography talking about a certain character. When it comes to Honkai Impact 3, there's mangas and other stuff that kind of explains the characters. There's visual videos out there. There's MMDs. There's all this other stuff that promotes fan service and stuff. Have you even seen a lot of stuff talking about Dragon Blaze characters? No, because the game is under the table because they don't expand much on their characters. When it comes to some of the characters, you can see them in VR chat. When it comes to Honkai Impact 3, for example, or the Gun Girl Z Girls, Kiana, Mei, Bronya, for example, you see them in VR chat because they are popular, because they have a story behind them. It's like, I know there are fan arts out there, I know there might be some fan fiction, but the fact that we are viewing this game as a chore is stupid when it has the potential to go beyond And if you want anime adaptations and anime mangas for this video game, guess what? You need lore. You need a story to back this up. You can't just work your butt off and just like have something very simplistic. Understand that if you keep it very simple and you don't actually give a lot of spice to it, it's going to be bland. The fact that PSO2, the animation for it, is shit is because they didn't do what the video game did. Some of these adaptations suck when it comes to their video games. I mean, some of the anime adaptation to a video game sucks. So, like, Dragon Blaze is not up... maybe it is up there over into Korean because of this auto-run feature, I don't know. But I feel like it could be higher. The reason why it's not even advertised is because of the fact that people emphasize on the fact that it is heavy on auto-runs. And yes, it is. That's a good or bad thing, depends on you. But there should be a time and moment where you don't need to really rely on auto-runs and just pay attention to the game. Maybe you pay attention to it when you're doing Tower of Validation or some sort of game mode where you want to pay attention and make sure you're winning and stuff. But still, it's like, you need more modes, you need more flair to it because everything's bland. Everything's not going to be that interesting. How long can you stare at a character before you're like, I'm starting to hate this? The fact that they don't even have a character expansion where you can actually sympathize with the characters, to get, you know, attached to these characters. It's... I'm... Wait. You don't know why I'm ranting, Jonathan. Pretty much what I'm getting at is that they're not showing any love to the characters. Even though the story does hint it here and there, they're not expanding on their lore. They're not expanding on what they have personally done to make me feel something for them. I mean, there are some notable characters that you can feel something for, like Death Crown, Bright Spark, who else is actually up there? Maybe Leah. But other than that, it's like the characters that don't get enough screen time, they're just under the table, and we will never ever get to actually have some sort of opinion or like actually show our true emotions to them because they don't have anything for us. And the fact that some players don't really care about the story is it's a bit of a shame. This is why Dragon Blaze isn't that grand over... Well, I can say it's not that big over here in the global version, even though it has a 4.4 rating. That's kind of decent, but yeah, the reason why it's not the top of the top is because of the lack of lore. And by lore, I'm not just referring to the story. I'm referring to the world. I'm referring to the characters. I'm referring to anything that makes up Dragon Blaze. And without that, it's like you just have a bland game. I mean, it has nice visuals, it has nice audio, it has a good soundtrack, but it's... I mean, I'm seeing your comments, Kevin. I'm just... I don't know, I'm just shaking my head at... I'm just shaking my head at the fact that people don't really care about a storyline. I mean, guess what? Almost anything has some sort of plot, and a plot is a storyline that leads up to either it being good or bad. And the fact that Dragon Blaze doesn't expand on their simple stuff, or like, since Dragon Blaze is not going into a complex road, is going to leave a bunch of questions, and it's going to be confusing. Because I remember like a good amount of people from Super Stream, when he was still streaming Dragon Blaze, when we talked about the lore, we were trying to figure out some stuff here and there, especially with Astriel. So yeah, it's like you really need to pay attention to it to actually try to get a cohesive understanding of the backstories. But still, it's I guess so, Jonathan. I guess so. I don't know. I'm like I'm glad I turned off the face cam, because right now I'm just like face palming all the damn time. Oh my god! I just explained why the story is important. Do I need to get my sister for this? Most likely, I'm gonna use my sister as a key figure in my review as well. Anyways, I delayed this stream far too long, so I'm gonna end the stream here. So thank you guys for bearing with my end rant sort of thing and just trying to get my head wrapped around all of this stuff I've seen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this replay. I'm gonna look forward to chapter 6, even though I'm kind of confused about this this Astriel person or being, whatever you want to call her. Once again, she's on her damn period for all I care, but yeah. Alright, so see ya Jonathan, see ya Kevin, see ya Quantum, see ya whoever else is lurking. I'm gonna go feed my dragons. Maybe I will Quantum, but I feel like my wyverns are just I don't know. Anyways, peace. That's it. Bye. I'm leaving. Bye. Anyways, Tanya's awesome. Bye.